Right now, this is what it looks like in the Philippines. The official term there is state of calamity. An earthquake 6 weeks ago, then a week ago, a typhoon. You could see the widespread damage left behind from those two tragedies. And now this, another typhoon, or hurricane as we call it. Massive waves battering the shoreline, a wall of water hitting this village and flooding nearby streets. The relentless waves pounding buildings, and watch this. This man here tumbling to the ground. More than 1 million people did evacuate, but many people did not. And look at this, a suspension bridge swaying violently as the typhoon made landfall. Winds in the area topping 140 miles an hour. Now, I know it's easy to think, oh, that's awful, but that's 9,000 miles away from Jacksonville. But Jacksonville has the largest Filipino community of any city in Florida, and people here are involved. And that includes Sarah Lee and Les Tilka. For most of the last 29 years, they've been missionaries in Cebu, an island in the Philippines.
It is. It's horrible.
Les and his wife, Sarah Lee, whose family lives in Cebu in the Philippines, gave us these photos to show you.
The mud was almost up to people's knees. And I was just thinking, how can you possibly move around?
And Les knows this father, Jimboy, and his little girl, Hadassah.
He knew that his wife and daughter couldn't swim, and so he moved them to the rooftop.
Then they evacuated, thank goodness, because look at this, what's left of Jimboy's house.
He was just in shock that everything he had worked for was really gone in a minute.
For Les and Sarah Lee as missionaries, they're trying to help.
We go in and show them hope, go and show them caring, be the hands and feet of Jesus.
The mud, the piles of cars, all from the typhoons, plus at least 79 people dead from the earthquake. Filipinos are now telling Les,
we have lived here our whole lives, and this is by far the worst we've seen.
Let's bring in meteorologist Robert Speta now. And Robert is not only our local meteorologist, but he has worked in over 18 countries around the world, and he spent a decade in East Asia covering these typhoons. I know you're closely monitoring what's happening now, and that's why I wanted you to come in and join me talking with Les.
Yeah, and really important stuff here. So this is what I wanted to know with that conversation with Les.
It wasn't a super typhoon, so I feel like people didn't take it quite as serious. I want to hear your thoughts on kind of all of that. I know it's a lot, but
I think so too.
Les says there were evacuation shelters in schools, but a lot of people wanted to stay with their homes in the Philippines to protect their property.
So people had their guard down a little bit, and they just weren't expecting the flash floods that occurred. So yeah, I think definitely people's guard was down.
So hard to hear, but Robert, you have a lesson for all of us.
Yeah, I know this is on the other side of the world, but a typhoon is a hurricane. Exact same system here, just a different basin. And something that you see often here in Florida is people say, I've been through a hurricane. I know what the next one's going to be like, especially if you went through a strong one. It was the same issue in the Philippines here. Just last year, the same city was hit by a super typhoon with just absolutely devastating winds, about a Cat 4, Cat 5 equivalent. This one wasn't as strong, but it dropped a tremendous amount of rainfall with this flooding. It's just a reminder that each storm is different. You always want to worry about the impacts.
I can't help but notice that, man, the water's up to here.
Yeah, he sent me this video. He said his first floor of his home was flooded. They got several feet of rainfall there. They had the shelter on the second floor. And yeah, they need the help out there.
That's right. And if you're thinking, well, I really would like to help the Philippines, you can. Les has a nonprofit called doforone.org. Just look for the story on our website.